someday in the future. It might be a life or death situation, or it might be the way you choose to lead your life and make decisions a ethical, moral, and socially aware young man. Brandon and Andrew, the responsibility that comes with ego are not easy. You have the foundation to live a well life with purpose. You have no excuse to live otherwise. I challenge you to take the skill you have learned, the Scout Oath and Scout Law, and make them integral in the way you live. Life may not always easy. Things may confuse you, and some questions you have may never be answered. But if you have a strong foundation of values, especially the ones set forth by Scouting, I believe you will always have a guide to what is right. I'm proud to be here to celebrate your success as your father and godfather. Thank you to your friends, family, scouts, and Scoutmaster who made it out here today to help us celebrate. Thank you.
Và tri ân quý vị đã đến tham dự buổi lễ ngày hôm nay. Sự hiện diện của quý vị đã biểu lộ lòng thương mến đến gia đình chúng tôi nói riêng, cũng như thể hiện sự quan tâm đến phong trào hướng đạo nói chung. Là phụ huynh của cháu Andrew, chúng tôi xin cảm ơn phong trào hướng đạo, quý trưởng và phụ huynh và các em hướng đạo sinh đã hướng dẫn, giúp đỡ, hỗ trợ Andrew quý báu để tổ chức và lo phần ẩm thực cho buổi lễ hôm nay được long trọng và hoàn thành tốt đẹp. Nếu có điều gì sơ sót, chúng tôi xin cầu chúc quý vị và các em an vui mạnh khỏe, cầu chúc phong trào hướng đạo cũng như liên đoàn hướng Việt được phát. Chúng tôi xin đa tạ và kính chào quý vị và các em.
Thank you, Mr. Hui Nguyen. And now it's time for the Eagles' response. Andrew?
When I first went on my camping trip, Eager backpacking trip, we took the wrong route and took us over 10 hours and 20 miles to get to our campsite. I never thought I'd make it out alive. But it's times like these, we don't only become closer with other scouts, but as brothers.
Now, Brendan's Eagles' response.
Kính chào quý vị. So first of all, I'd like to give thanks to everyone who made this day possible for me. I would like to thank my parents and my sister who have constantly pushed me and supported me throughout my entire life. I'd also like to thank the Nguyen brothers who unfortunately can't be here today, but they have changed my view on scouting and my view on life as well. I would like to thank Anh Yong, Anh Yan, Anh Tuan, and Anh Lom for being outstanding leaders and have guided me through every obstacle so I can be here today. I would like to thank my fellow scouts and friends who have helped me complete my Eagle project and has always been there for me throughout my entire scouting life. I would also like to thank all my friends and family who are joining with me here today. So Boy Scouts have really changed my life in more ways than I can imagine. I remember my first real camping trip as Boy Scout. I was the only scout in my age group to go to High Sierra. And this is a camp where it's a week-long camp for only Boy Scouts who complete their merit badges without their parents and only with their peers. So the first 3 days were fine, setting up your campsite, signing up for classes, countless activities, until I began to miss my parents' comfort and security. I began to cry and complain to my leaders and fellow scouts who were about 3 to 4 years older than me. But luckily, with the leaders and scouts' help, I was able to get through camp a changed scout. Not only did I grow a huge bond with my fellow scouts, but also I became more independent from my parents. That's one thing that's important for a teenager to attain. And getting this at a young age really changed my character as a whole. One of the things I loved about scouting is the bond you attain with all the scouts that someone can never attain in a lifetime. One of the fondest camping outings was the Mount Wittenberg backpacking trip. Because we went on the wrong path, we had to hike around 20 miles. And imagine carrying 15 to 25 pounds on your back and going for over 10 hours in 20 miles over really steep hills. Even though there was a lot of complaining, crying, and possibly blood, the bond between us grew stronger than even before. However, then came the hardest part of my scouting life, leading all my peers who I grew such a tremendous bond with. I'm so glad to be able to have the opportunity to become the senior patrol leader, because not only did I have the chance to change the troop with my own image, but also change my overall character as well. This inspired me to become a president of two of the biggest clubs in high school. I'm standing up here not as the same kid who cried for his parents, but a more independent, inspiring, and content individual. The road to Eagle has not taught me just who I am, but who I could become. I would like to end my speech with a quote from Baden Powell, the founder of Boy Scouts. Happiness doesn't come from being rich, nor merely from being successful in your career, nor by self-indulgence. One step towards happiness is to make yourself healthy and strong while you're a boy, so that you can be useful and you can enjoy life when you're a man. Thank you.
Mời trưởng Long lên tặng quà của Liên đoàn Hướng Việt.
Bây giờ tôi xin mời ông Trần Tâm, là ông nội của Brandon, và ông Thu Nguyễn, bác của Andrew, lên tặng quà cho hai em. Bây giờ nếu any friends, any family member have a gift, please come up to the stage. Anybody?
Gave my invocation in the beginning. Thank you. And on behalf of Father Steve, proud pastor of St. Margaret, we thank you on the Phong trào Hướng Đạo and guests and friends. And I send his congratulations to Mr. Huy and Mr. Quang family and Brandon Trân and Andrew Nguyễn. Và riêng cha cũng chúc mừng cho phong trào Hướng Đạo đến trong ngày hôm nay, và nhất là chiều vui, cũng như xin Chúa chúc lành cho tất cả các gia đình chúng ta để trở nên những người hữu ích và đem lại niềm vui, niềm vinh hạnh cho tất cả những người của chúng ta trong thế hệ hôm nay. Một lần nữa, cùng với cha Steve Brown, quý cha và toàn thể ban điều hành của giáo sư Thánh Mary University, xin được chia vui cùng gia đình anh chị Huy, anh chị Quang, và chia vui và niềm vinh hạnh của Trần và Andrew.
Buổi lễ trao đẳng hiệu đại bàng đến đây là chấm dứt. Thay mặt Liên đoàn Hướng Việt, gia đình Hướng Đạo Đại bàng Brandon Trần và Andrew Nguyễn, chúng tôi xin cảm ơn sự hiện diện của quý vị và xin mời quý vị ở lại dự phần tiếp tân chung vui cùng với chúng tôi.
The court of honor has concluded.